Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Narrative Difficulties. We're playing through Tomb of Annihilation, everybody. Players, introduce yourselves starting from my west.
Hi, I'm Gala Drummond, and I'm playing Lila, the half-orc bear druid.
And I'm Trevathan. I'm playing our surly bugbear ranger rogue, Yenben, who talked a little like this.
I'm Jay. I'm playing Mordai Low, the local bard lock, who's gonna miss out on some stuff this episode.
Yes, you are. I was just about to ask. Aside from a resident note taker, who remembers what happened last session? Anything anybody wants to bring up? Any notes of
We
excitement?
may have stepped into a room with a large snake person.
Small
Yes.
forest creatures and spicy noodles.
Yes, the chwinga and the actually poisonous snakes. I want to make note.
Actually, poisonous.
You ate the snake and had to make a Constitution saving throw. So, Jay,
Yeah.
do you have anything that you were gonna say from last session?
Other than Mordai, I saw the snake for a second, and then
Yeah,
it's
no,
not there anymore.
took his head back
Magic. Yep.
out. Just wondering why everybody else is talking to nothing.
The most accursed double take.
Kind of, yeah.
Yep.
That it's
I mean,
real
here he
shitty.
was just trying to be responsible and not get his head cut off.
No, you know what?
Right?
This is a very punishing module, and this is one of the easier one of the lower stakes situations where it's still very punishing, right? So, we return to the temple of
Or
of Orlunga. Thank you. The track that I'm clicking is Temple of Savras, but we're not there. And my brain did a thing where it was like, I'm reading that and I lost the real word. It was gone. The Temple of
The Temple of
Orlunga.
Sabrasalunga. Wait, what?
a whole new temple.
Whole new place. Purple smoke. Smoke bomb. Um,
Snakes and death. It's all the same.
so, everyone has walked in except for Mordai, who is left abandoned and alone. You can still see the other characters rather, who have all walked into the temple on the top of the ziggurat.
All right.
The air is hot and humid. You are above the treetops. The sun is beating down on you through the clouds. What do you do?
Well, try to get some of my friends' attentions. Like, oh, hey, but the snake? No snake. Hello? Like, grab the back of Yenden's jacket and kind of like give it a tug. It's like, hello?
As you attempt to touch his jacket, you are not capable of actually interacting with them directly. Your hand kind of just passes through.
Oh no. Is this... I've never seen... Unless... This is Night Hague bullshit.
Ah.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Going to go into defense mode. Ready some Eldritch Blast and slowly look around trying to put my back to a corner.
As you say and you don't say this out loud in character, obviously, but
Yeah.
you're going into defense mode. You feel a shadow pass overhead. And we will cut into the Temple of Orlunga, where you are all met by Saha Nbaza, a gigantic snake with a big, wide hood, and the face, a human face. She says, "Come forth and tell me what your heart desires. Speak only truth, for I can see your hearts. Clickety-clack, clickety-clack, clickety-clickety-clickety-clack.
Sorry, mechanical keyboards make a lot of noise. I'm sorry.
I know.
the,
I'm
the
just-
second, the second
sound of
soundtrack to
Yenben
this
clicking.
campaign.
That's the Yenben's thoughts, clicking and clacking.
It's the gears turning in Yinben's head. So, what do you do? What do you say? You're in a room draped with cloth and silks, plush cushions, and extravagant bedding.
Yenman's going to
seems-
lean over to Lila and be like, "Now remember, we heard one question. Statements only at this point until we figure out exactly what we want to know."
Okay. This place seems fancier than everything else for sure.
It does seem out of place in the jungle, doesn't it? Well,
You're also accompanied by Artist Simber, Dragonbait, and Eku.
I suggest Eku asks her guide questions or guide question. Maybe that can help us all ask more productive questions.
I think that would be wise.
All right, I can step forward. That's fine. Great guardian of the Temple of Orlunga, thank you for bestowing upon us your blessings. We come here seeking a route to the Soulmonger. What say you? A cure to the death curse. And Sahat and Baza says, what the fuck is a death curse?
Oh,
Uh,
Record
I
scratch.
cast exposition.
yeah, exactly. So, as you exposit, so actually, before we do that, we cut back to Mordai and the shadow. You didn't even see it, you felt it. This dark presence atop this temple with you. But then you take heart in remembering that only good people can pass the trials to make it up this temple. Anything flying above can't come and land and subvert these things. You're safe. This is a safe place. You hear feathered wings flapping and 2 slapping feet land on the ground behind you. And we will return into the temple. After you've exposited, after you've explained what's going on with the death curse, they say, Saha says, yes, I have a better understanding. I'm unfamiliar with the death curse, but I do have an idea of what may be the cause. In the south, there is a temple from which years ago, there was a terrible, terrible creature that resided there and performed horrible experiments on the soul. I believe they may have constructed a device that would affect the world in this way. They are aided by Raznasi.
How do I spell Raznasi again?
RASN''SI,
Thank you.
I believe.
In this campaign, yes, it is. For now and always.
In this campaign, more apostrophes. More apostrophes.
Just everything gets more apostrophes the higher the level is.
Yeah, that's actually
and-
their CR. You can tell their CR by how many apostrophes are in their name.
Naturally, it's not Vecna, it's
Yep, basically.
Sorry, I just had a moment in my head as you like began to go back into Saha and of Yenbin like finishing his exposition and just being like, and that is how all that's happened, and that is the most words I've ever said.
It's probably the most words you've ever said, Yenben.
At least
Correct.
In a row.
Yep. All right. So, Aku has said their piece.
Well, that gets us to her knowing what our goal is. We need to decide what other information we want about these terrible experiments on the soul.
And the exact location and how to stop it. And
When
how to
you
get
say
through
how
life.
to stop it,
It's not a question. I said we need to know how to stop it. That wasn't a question, you tricksy little bugger.
you do not need to worry about a single question limitation with me.
Oh,
I'm
well,
not
that's handy.
some fae or devil that will trick you. I just don't like to be disturbed.
Well, pardon my hyper vigilance. That had more vowels in it than I expected. Pardon my hyper vigilance, but we've had a few run-ins of late that are got my hackles up, if you would.
I imagine you have.
So,
So does anyone care to share why you've brought a zombie into my temple? This is a sacred place.
He was our companion who was murdered as a detached hand companion, which has been joining me.
Oh, hello
I imagine
there.
Pachithris on my shoulder.
Yep. Oh, hello there, little one.
Hi.
Cute for an abomination.
Right, and he's been relatively harmless and cooperative. So,
Relatively.
well, since he was a zombie, he's been entirely in the bag of holding, pretty much.
he hasn't really had any opportunity to mess around.
Hmm.
And we hadn't really had to worry about him breathing or nothing, so, you know.
But we've got to figure out what to do about that.
Yeah, that's another side quest. But, was that the DM or Saha?
Correct.
Well, artist or Dragonbait, you want to ask your piece, or should I?
I will step forth. We seek a method of returning Mesro to its former glory. The ancient and disappeared city. I want to know where it is and how to bring it back. Oh, poor artist. I'm sorry, I do not know how to bring back Mesro. It is lost. However, I do know who caused it to disappear. If you seek out the Yonti Raznasi, he had a clear hand in the end of the Mesroan Empire. He was once their greatest paladin. only to betray them for great power. Then
I'm gonna elbow Yenben and Mordai for a second and say, isn't it? I find it a little odd that the same guy who's involved in this soulmonger business was also involved in the fall of Mesro.
more than 500 years ago, it is one and the same. He has channeled ancient powers in order to maintain his youth and strength. He serves Dendar, the Night Serpent. If you encounter this being, I strongly encourage you to end his pestilence on this world.
Good to know. Good to know. Do we know anything about this Night Serpent guy? This is an aside.
Make a religion check. DC 15.
Could I also join her in that check?
Sure, go for it.
Sweet.
Oh, there we go.
17.
So, Dendar the Night Serpent is a Yonti god. The Yonti in Chult are a doomsday cult. They seek to feed Dendar the Night Serpent to the point where it grows large enough that it can swallow the world like an egg.
Oh.
So I'm guessing that's the reason why he's eating all these souls?
I know not. But I do know that Rasnasi, though employed by the creator of this device, would not be likely to be able to construct it himself. He is merely a pawn in a greater scheme, albeit a powerful one. Maybe more of a rook, who knows? I was never very good at chess.
Well, I guess it just depends on what kind of maneuvers he's capable of.
Can he think diagonally?
That would make him a bishop.
Well, I mean,
Or a
rooks
queen.
kind of move. It's just not a 45. It's like a 60.
Well, if he is a queen, we haven't seen all the outfits yet, and I have demands.
No.
Yasnasi.
Not that kind of queen. Oh, God. Mark it on the highlights. I'll make a short out of that. It's Yasnasi now. Oh, boy. When you meet him, remember, you did this.
You know what? He's gonna be fierce.
Yasnasi. The temple Yasnasi protects is in the I have it right here, hold on, I just lost it. Is in the lost city of Omu, which lies between the peaks of flame and the valley of lost honor.
The valley.
It has sunken below the level of the surrounding jungle, so the best way to spot it would be from the nearest high ground. Or if you're capable of flight, that would also be an asset.
Valley of Lost Honor.
Yeah. And you guys should be on the map. You should be able to look and see where all that is, too.
I mean, I don't know what's going on.
Do you have any other questions for me?
Yeah.
Do you... Sorry, Yenpen, you can go ahead if you want.
No, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Do you have any information on... Well, we know the soulmonger is capturing souls, but can they be returned?
Whatever it depends on what they're being captured for. There are many creatures and beings in this world that consume souls or use them to perform rituals, or a mortal soul is a resource of immense power. It can be used to fuel incredible miracles or truly heinous acts. So long as the soul has not been consumed, there's the chance of it being released and returned.
So we don't know that yet.
Whatever they're trying to do, if they're capturing all of the souls of the entire mortal realm, think big. And whatever you think they might be doing, be prepared to think bigger.
So then, thinking big, what kind of creature, being, demon, whatever, is capable of taking Rasmussen's experiments and turning them into something like this?
I want to be clear, they were not Rasmussen's experiments.
Oh.
He merely protects, he is less of an inventor and more of a guard dog.
Okay. I'll rephrase the question. What kind of creature, being entity or whatnot, is powerful enough to experiment with the mass of mortal souls that's going his way?
Any it would need to be an archmage of significant power to create something like this. Or perhaps a powerful connection of hags, or perhaps both. I would be less concerned with what is doing the collecting and what are they collecting it for. Any mortal could learn to put a soul in a jar, potentially. But what could they possibly want to do with all of this? That is the sort of thing that one could use to ascend to godhood, perhaps. Destroy worlds, create their own. Starve a god.
I'm tempted to ask if I can do maybe an Arcana check to see whether I know about liches and if I would make the connection between this and maybe a lich or some other type of being.
I would say that you are aware that liches exist. I'll give you that. Like, you would have heard something about liches, but you wouldn't necessarily know much more than that. They are magical undead. Like, they are wizards that choose undeath. But if you want to learn more, you could do an Arcana check for more. Do you have a specific question in mind for what you want to learn from that Arcana check?
Would a lich use that to fuel their own transformation or ascendance, or?
Well, liches do subsist on the souls of mortals. But this goes well beyond the basic needs of any lich.
Right.
This is beyond sustenance. This is a play for serious power. Also, liches are usually very patient.
Right, but this would have presumably taken a while to figure out, set up.
But cursing the entire world with an object that sucks all of the souls of every dying creature and rewrites the expectation is very conspicuous.
Okay. Are there?
A patient creature, I would expect to do something to throttle it in order to avoid detection.
So a lich is perhaps a little too bombastic. Or this is a
Not
little too
bombastic. Not
This is too
bombastic enough.
bombastic for a lich.
That being said, each lich is different. They have their own personalities. They retain their memories from life. So, and it requires a certain amount of arrogance in order to pursue lichdom in the first place. So who knows? It could be a very young lich that hasn't learned that patience yet. But we're still talking about whoever did this is at least 500 years old.
Right.
Which is not that young.
And not that common either. Unless they...
Liches can live to be 500, or unlive can persist for more than 500 years quite regularly.
Yeah.
Liches themselves are rare, but like out of the ones that become liches, I wouldn't say very many of them die within a week, you know?
Right. They're planners, as we previously discussed. But what I mean is, or if there aren't that many entities that can live that long, except perhaps some elves.
Any extraplanar being can survive that long.
Well, that's just a whole nother can of worms. We're talking about other extraplanar beings. That means that nearly anything is possible.
With the power of imagination. Do you have any other questions for me? You only got one shot.
Yeah.
You want to cut to me while they think?
Actually, yes. Can we do that?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
So, we cut back to Mordai. You've heard the 2 feet slap on the ground behind you. Do you turn to look?
Absolutely. With a little, like, jump spin, so I'm getting distance between myself and the noise.
Yeah, and right when you do, you are there, staring, dead in the eyes. It releases a huge, terrifying "Huh!" And you are staring in the eyes of a cobra chicken. Black and white like an orca. Wings of brown and fury. And now we cut back to the rest of the party in Satan Maza's temple.
So, I guess, has anyone been to this temple before?
The temple that you are currently in right now.
No, not this temple. The place that Raznasi's garden.
Raznasi.
The place.
Yes, there have been a few raiders. Here, allow me to show you. And she swishes her tail around in a circle and opens a portal through which you've watched the first 2 episodes of our season. Featuring Lottie, Clack, and what was your character's name, Treviathan? It was Sparxius. And Alanamanapan. All raiding the temple. Where they make it through one door. And most of the party is killed by a great and terrible Jurassic beast. The lone survivor, a Kenku, with 2 weapons. And
what kind of 2 weapons?
A rapier and a dagger. You note that the rapier is not flaming, though. It is not a flame tongue rapier. Which John J. Seal was clearly killed with a flame tongue rapier. However, you do see their retreat to Jahaka Anchorage. A
How do I spell
pirate
Jah-
port. I will send it to you later.
Thank you.
Because I gotta. It's in Jahaka Bay.
Oh, okay.
I'll reveal it on the map for you.
That's close.
It is.
Close, but still so far.
Kind of.
Well. And did that little birdie have the little key thingy?
The puzzle cube?
Yeah.
Or
The
so there were
necklace.
the necklace?
Yeah.
Ah,
'cause
yes.
We saw that.
They did have the necklace.
Sorry, they witnessed.
Yeah.
I'm staring down wildlife.
I will say that in the vision you see that the Kenku drops the necklace in its attempt to run away, and you see a little red clawed hand pick it up.
What kind of little clawed hand?
Scaly one.
Okay. Well. What do you think, Lila?
Well, are there... Maybe we should mention our little hag interaction. Did you include that in your exposition?
We can say you did, if you'd
Sure.
like.
If we didn't before, he does now.
What would you like to know about your hag encounter?
She goes by Peggy.
One of the Sohn sisters.
The what now?
Sohn sisters. They have
Do
a
they have-
penchant for dolls.
And- So that's probably why she wanted my hair.
Perhaps. She's also freaky and weird. I don't like her.
I mean, me neither. So that makes sense to me.
Same here, sister.
Not to say that I've met any non-freaky hags anytime lately.
Have you met a lot of hags?
Just the one.
I've met one hag that was actually genuinely nice. It does happen. It does happen. They made it through the trials and everything. I will guarantee it was none of the Sohn sisters. But it can happen.
So
She wasn't nice.
But she wasn't freaky.
Well, I wouldn't say that either. I would say she was more moral than others.
Moral for a hag. Interesting.
Good and nice don't have to be the same thing.
They're
But
often not.
She said that she enjoyed the look on people's face when they lost confidence as she helped them.
yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So then,
She
These
enjoyed
Sohn-
seeing a feeling of inadequacy in people's faces.
these Sohn sisters, they seem to have taken a bit too much of an interest in us.
What makes you say that, aside from the hair thing and the nightmare thing?
They visited me in dreams as well. And the only reason I came away unscathed is I have some friends in dark places.
Tell me, Bear Druid, have you had the feeling that you're being watched?
Yeah, I would say maybe perhaps less since I've had a greater restoration. But
If you weren't being watched, then how this did Peggy find your party member here? I'm not a big believer in coincidences.
well, no.
So then, the question being, how do we elude something that has our number?
There are ways to protect yourself from scrying. Anything that you can acquire that will protect you from divination magic. In fact, I'm willing to bestow upon you, Bear Druid, a protection from this, if you make me one promise.
What is your promise?
If you and your party encounter Rasnasi, do everything in your power to destroy him.
Okay, I think that seems
Shake on
reasonable.
it, and she wraps her tail around and extends it towards you.
Of all the super powerful beings offering us deals right now, that seems like the best one.
Yeah, and already in line with our current goals. So.
Yep.
So you shake.
I shake the tail.
As you do, a scale falls off and into your hand, and it glows brightly. And and Saha says, this scale will protect you from, it will ward you from divination so long as you keep it close. Do not lose it. And you will be invisible to the sisters.
I tuck it into the breast pocket of my vest.
Okay, cool. It is essentially just a warding talisman of a ward against divination. I don't have a magic item name in mind for that, but that's what it does.
We're going to come up with something cool later.
For you, Bugbear,
Mm.
what do you seek with this device?
I'm sure someone of your power knows. Goblinoids don't get a choice where they go, no matter how good they are. Maybe something like this could change that.
If you want to learn more of the nature of souls, perhaps you should have a more lengthy discussion with your guide.
Eku, you've been holding out on us.
I trust the Meku, do you? I only really just met them. They seem nice. Eku. Fine. And, you see Eku transforms into a giant winged serpent. The two locals to Chult would recognize it as a quaddle.
Right on.
So you have been holding out on us. And you walk down that mountain real
In
fast.
some
Now it makes sense.
in some cultures, this would be the equivalent of being face to face with an angel.
Ah.
Kind of. They are sort of messengers of the gods, servants of the higher planes, things like that.
Angel of a sort.
Of a sort, yeah. Definitely celestial.
Well, color me impressed.
A goblin's choices still matter in where its soul goes. Maglubiet rules with fear, but goblins follow in fear. Souls go to the divinity which they follow. A goblin that pledges themselves to another god and follows their principles will gain Maglubiet's ire, but will not be forced to join his crusade in the afterlife.
Well, the other gods that have a vested interest in goblinoids, such as myself, ain't exactly better.
There are many gods to choose from. Who
He
you
looks at.
pledge to is your business.
Uh,
It's a very personal choice. I'm not about to tell you where to go.
Pledge ain't exactly the right word for it. Been looked out for by, perhaps.
Please elaborate for
He's
the
kind of been
GM.
standing with his arms a little bit crossed most of this time, and
Oh,
just
the
drops.
tattoos.
Well, the armbands that he wears the all the time, and drops his arms to show the big Gruncool emblems on both of his armbands. You know, I've always stuck to the shadows. That has been my saving grace in many of these situations.
But Gruncool would give your soul to Maglubiet. Would he not?
I do not. I don't know. That is well beyond my ken. But as far as what we're taught and the stories we hear, they ain't even on the same plane. Either way, it's war of a different kind, no matter which way you swing it.
Absolutely.
It ain't no peace. So, perhaps stars can change. That's all I'm saying.
Perhaps they can.
Little deeper understanding of the whole shtick.
As someone who has seen many stars and constellations, I can guarantee there are new ones all the time, and no star is as permanent as it seems to be.
Now, here's a philosophical question for you then.
Oh, good, my favorite.
I mean, even since these folks have met me, I have taken very righteous vengeance.
Hmm.
I have spilled blood to make good on promises. Promises made in good faith to good people for good reasons. Where's that leave me?
Are you asking what your karma is?
Yeah, what's my point score?
Are
He
you
does not
asking
say
this?
that last line. He does not say that last
Are
line.
you
But
asking Saha or Eku?
any of the old wise snake people? I don't think he's.
I know your heart, but I do not know. Saha says, "I know your heart, but I do not know your score or what score you have to settle. I do not know your history and your past. Nor do I. I I'm not a bookkeeper of souls. And it's not that cut and dry. There isn't even an exact tally of, well, this person hurt this many people and helped this many people. It's more ambiguous than that. It's more nuanced than that.
Of course it is. Well,
And if I told you that you were on a good streak, and then you started acting poorly, you could make a liar out of me.
Oh, I don't think the behavior's gonna change. Just gonna have to keep trying to do good for good reasons, I guess. Whatever the hell that means.
As best you can.
Well, Lila, do you have any deep philosophical questions you want to ask the nice serpentine folks over here?
Um,
I was looking at Jay. Everything's flipped. It's.
Yep.
Mirrors.
I still will
That
not
works.
get used to that.
I think I've sort of gotten to. I think I've asked most of the things I wanted to ask.
Shall we cut
So.
to Mordai again?
Yeah.
Do some last thinking.
Well, if you guys are ready to leave,
Well, what about Dragonbait? He hasn't gotten a chance to ask a question.
he thinks really hard, and a long series of smells and aromas and hand signals emanate from Dragonbait. And Saha says, I'm so sorry for your loss, little one. All I can offer is the comfort that you have been doing good by your home, and you are an honor to your people. Unfortunately, your home is gone as well. There is no going back for you or any of your Saurian brothers. Soran brothers, rather, not Saurian.
Well, if we don't. Oh, I guess. Well, we can avoid the hag. We probably don't want to take them on head on. What do we think the odds are that these hags are involved in this whole chicanery?
I think it's pretty likely at this point.
Especially
Alright.
since the diviner at the Temple of Savras indicated that they were somewhere in that a same area that Sahad just described to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Okay.
And I'm going to now reveal for everybody the exact location of Omu on the map,
Cool.
because you guys have found it.
Woo!
You guys know the location! Yay!
We're finally there.
Yay.
There you go.
Oh, that's
Between the
closer than I thought it
Valley of Lost Honor and the Peaks of Flame. You guys are quite far north, but it's not that bad. It's closer than Port Nyanzaru.
was. Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Well, I guess I don't have any more questions. How about you, Lila?
I guess if we don't know what the purpose of the soulmonger is, then we can't really know about. Well, I mean, we're losing more souls of people who had been resurrected, including people very important to us. But is there no way to know if they can be helped?
You won't be able to help everyone. But is it not worth the risk if you can help even one?
Yeah. I suppose it is, isn't it?
Well, there's a chance.
Well, and it's not like this problem's going away if we don't do something about it.
No, that's true. Even if it stops, there's a lot of terrible damage that's been done.
And more to come. I fear this may get worse before it gets better.
Oh, goody. It has been such a gentle and easy ride so far.
Such is the nature of these things.
I mean, do we have world-ending crises like this on a
About
regular
every
basis?
about every other week. How many
They just
5th edition modules are there? Uh,
That take place in the Sword Coast.
that take place
Right.
in the Sword Coast over the course of a decade.
the Sword Coast is just, I guess, where it's all happening.
At least 2.
Yeah, exactly.
If you look at a map of Faerun, not even all of Toril, just Faerun, one continent. The Sword Coast is like, if this is Faerun, this is the Sword Coast.
Right?
And that's
It's-
where all the crazy shit happens.
Why do
Well,
people still
no,
live there?
that's just where
Great question.
D&D 5th edition has been focused on. Every
That's true.
edition focuses on a different region of the world.
Yes. Yes,
Right.
also a good point. So like it's gone insane everywhere.
We just happen to be here.
We just happen to be here. And technically Chult is not on the Sword Coast. It's south. It's considerably south of there.
Nonetheless, it's also in the scope of things not the biggest place ever.
No. All right, well, it's a big world, but I wouldn't want to paint it. Or a small world, but I wouldn't want to paint it. However that works, I don't know.
In any case.
Insert folksy wisdom.
Well, is that all? Will you be returning then?
I think so. Eku,
Well-
you joining us, or you gonna stay here?
Yes, of course. I won't stay here. That's insane. And she turns back into her humanoid form again.
I mean, is it more energy
Alright.
to be human than snake?
It's less conspicuous.
I will grant you that.
Um, if your friend was a unicorn, would you expect them to just waltz out in front of all the robbers of the world?
Well, no.
All those that would like to shave their horn for an aphrodisiac or healing salves or whatever it is that people like to use unicorn horns for. The metaphor is falling apart, but still.
I was just asking because now we kind of know, so it's not like you
And
have to.
I trust you to keep that secret for me.
Sure.
Shouldn't be a problem.
It's not like I'm really mad with social events lately.
Something tells me Lila wasn't mad with social events before the events of this adventure.
I just hope we all live long enough to keep
don't
this secret.
For it to be relevant whether we're keeping it or not.
Well, all right. Well, I guess this is goodbye, Miss Sahal.
And before you go, she bestows a charm of heroism on Dragonbait, a charm of counterspell on Artist Simber, and on Yenben a charm of Pass Without Trace.
Ooh.
They basically work as single-use potions.
Ah, okay.
They're like a single spell cast. Whereas with Galadrimon's, yours is just a permanent ward.
I don't know if you guys saw my proposed description.
No, I didn't.
No.
Where'd you put it?
I suggest either the magical loot pick of non-detection, or perhaps the magical scale pick of non-detection. It's like a little guitar pick shape, right? Little scale.
Perfect. Little loot pick of non-detection. Beautiful. If only Lila played the guitar. Or
I mean-
lute, or anything.
When we're done with this adventure, I'll have plenty of time for hobbies.
I would say it's a charm of non-detection.
Foreshadowing.
Right? So, Yeah. So, as you all leave the temple, you see. Don't have good. Let's see what I can find here.
I
Mordai,
see Mordai doing the
you
robot.
are at half health. You are poisoned. And your friends step out of the temple. You see Mordai is beaten and bruised. He's bludgeoned by the wings of this creature. And Mordai, you are down multiple spell slots, and with an Eldritch Blast, you finally fend off this terrible fanged beast as it then flies off into the wilderness.
I'm gonna walk up, put my hand on Mordai's shoulder, and cast
Ah.
Healing Word.
Oh, you're back. Welcome back. I held the fort down.
You cough out
see,
some
you didn't-
feathers.
You didn't save any fun for the rest of us.
Well, you were taking so long.
We're just bored.
And to think, that thing was pure heart.
Pure heart of anger.
I guess
It was purely something.
it was purely something. It didn't have to, I guess it didn't say pure of goodness heart.
So-
just rage.
Mordai, I'm going to bestow a little bit of meta knowledge on Mordai right now. This creature does not have a stat block, which means one of two things. It is a nameless, throwaway NPC, right? Or it is a god. No stat block means one of those two things, but nothing in between.
It shall be cooked one day.
Excellent, excellent.
Goose dinner.
That goose is cooked.
It will be.
And Mordai's new side quest: cook a god goose.
I have just the recipe.
Fight God. Add that to the quest line.
It's going in the quest.
Yeah. Current quest. Fight God.
Fight goose god specifically.
Yeah.
So, how was the snake?
Informative. She apparently knew a lot about. How do I even explain where to start?
You cast exposition.
Sure, but apparently there's at least one or two sketchy characters that we need to look for, and we now have the location we need to go to next. So I'd say those are the top highlights. Also, probably the hags are involved.
Oh,
Well, Peggy and I'm assuming her sisters.
Yeah, we got a name for them now, the Sown Sisters.
Right. I don't know if that quite counts as a true name, but it might get their attention. Also, apparently, I'm now protected from scrying, which is exciting.
fantastic. This journey
I
was
wonder
worth
if you could make a slaying arrow of Sown sister slaying.
Ooh. That would be extra stabby.
Be more stabby than Night Hag. But not as stabby as Peggy.
Well, maybe we make one of each of those. You know.
I ain't mad at any of those.
it. What
We
time of
got-
day is it now?
3. We do have 5 arrows of slaying that aren't attuned to anything else.
Mhm.
We also do have a name for a dude we need to go kill. Raznasi.
Yes.
I wonder if we can make an arrow of Raznasi slaying.
It's probably a good idea. I mean, we did promise to do everything we could to murder him.
I think that's exactly what we could do.
So are we done here? I've been kind of in baking in the sun, fighting a goose.
I hand Jay a good berry.
Oh, I make one of my own versions.
Right,
A feast
'cause
for
you've
the
got the-
victor.
I feel like this is less of you're the victor and more just like you survived. But like you definitely gave as good as you got. I kind of imagine this is your Family Guy Peter Griffin versus the chicken mascot thing fight.
Oh, yep.
That
I'm
kind
here
of
with you.
relationship.
Yep.
At one point, I pulled out John to block an attack and put him back in his bag, and then sent the blast.
I thought John was with them. So
Not that I'm
Okay.
aware of. I don't think we took him out of the bag.
okay.
It's still in the bag.
No, I just thought the bag was with you guys. I didn't know that
Oh,
Mordai
nope.
had the bag.
Nope, I'm the bag holder.
Mordai.
Ogie dogie.
Um,
It's got all my spices in there.
cool. Yeah. So I guess we proceed back down the temple and now.
Mbala time.
Yeah. Well, we got a couple options at this point. We should definitely talk to Syndra. Make sure she knows where this seems to be going in case she wants to send an ancillary group of whoever she's got closer. Because we're a ways from Omu. It is.
Yeah, it's gonna
What do
take
you
us a little
mean? You're
bit.
like right there.
Yeah. Hop, skip, jump, flight, boat trip. Uh, and a small dimensional portal.
I mean, a dimensional portal would certainly speed things up.
It would. Can you
Artist-
conjure a dimensional portal? Because
Artist says I can teleport us now that I know where it is.
Well, shit. All right.
That's handy. Say more.
that will speed
I
things up.
This ring allows me the ability to cast teleport. I might not be able to get us right there, but I can get us close.
Could we stop by Mbala?
I don't know
Or
where that
rescue
is, so I
someone.
can't teleport there. But I've been
Well-
given a vision of the location of this city, so I can take us there. And Dragonbait and I would be happy to help to bring an end to Raznasi. We have a personal grudge against him, and anything he's built, we believe should be torn down. Isn't
I
that
can
right,
think-
Dragonbait? And it smells like bacon.
Ooh, he's cooked. All right.
Cooked?
Yeah.
Who?
Raznasi's goose is cooked.
I can think of far fewer fine people to join us on this little excursion, but how would you say about a 6-day walk towards Mbala first? Or, now hear me out, Jaka Anchorage to talk to that Kenku. So I think that's where we have to decide.
I mean, I'd be game for either. Also, I'm willing to stick around with you two, or with you lot.
Or Mbala, and then we find the River Tath.
All right.
Take it out to the ocean, hit Jahaka
Oh, yeah.
Anchorage, and then you can just shoot us down to Omu once we have information we need.
Oh yes, because you lot are lugging around a whole ass canoe, aren't you?
We
Yep.
sure are.
Which can carry 6 creatures. So that would be Aku, myself, Dragonbait, and the 3 of you. That's 6. Perfect.
Good math.
Yeah.
All right, so there's our plan. Mordai, I guess we hot-foot it to meet your patron.
Yes.
Patron of the arts.
Let's go meet Chef.
Let's go meet Chef. Absolutely.
And
You'll love them.
onwards you go. Towards retrieving that which is not. So
which is not.
that which is not, or which is not, or goblin sensor, or whatever you want to call it.
We'll figure it out when we get there.
Also known as he who hungers.
You're not liking that.
Just shorten it down to Chef. You're shortening it to Chef. Nickname. It's fine.
What does he hunger for?
Wait, what
Mordai.
horrible thing are we unleashed on this world? Holy shit.
I mean,
Well-
is he hungry for Cool Ranch stuff or?
Cool Ranch dressing.
Barbecue flavored chips, all dressed.
All dressed. Perhaps all dressed.
Keep
Well,
it
Mordai,
the goose theme.
Lila asked you a question.
Oh. Sorry.
What does he hunger for?
The experience of living, of food, of expansion, of making a really good restaurant.
So, like fluffy pancakes? Well baked bread? Is that food of
Excellent for a
expansion?
breakfast. Yes, excellent for a breakfast menu.
Hmm.
Sunrise to an hour before noon, then we'll close so we can cook the lunch menu.
Why
Only
don't you
300 people a day.
Smash cut to 25 episodes from now. Mordai is the most evil of all of us. And
Yeah,
he's the next BBEG.
stealing tips from all of the servers
Yeah.
and like, yeah.
Mordai's
Secret
working for
anime
some
villain.
extra planar being that's far worse than whatever we were dealing with.
Right. So
The
on we
world will
go.
drown in syrup.
The world will drown in syrup. Next BBEG. There we go. Yep, sorted. Yeah, onwards we go.
Yeah, so there you go. With you guys want to head over to Umbala first?
Yes. To
So you've
Umbala.
got Aku, so no navigation required, and you guys can move. I'll actually clear some exploration tiles for you guys since you were in a high place at the top of Orlunga. I'll give you guys a 2-tile radius, and there you see that there is a river right there.
Oh,
All right. So we should use our
that you
we
can
should get our
start
boat
going
out of
down.
the bag of holding.
yeah. Let's.
Well, it's in the next tile over. You'll probably have to take a rest before then.
So this is
and-
day 33. So that was we did that in the morning. We went up the temple in the morning. What time
Yeah.
of day are we at now? Afternoonish kind of thing.
Well, and now you've moved tile since
Okay,
then. So now
yeah.
you're starting to bunk down for that same day.
'Kay.
For the evening of day 33.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. I'm
Still
trying to
pulling
find my
feathers out.
dice.
There's feathers in my shoe. How'd that even happen?
Basically. All over the place. Who's on first watch?
I'll go. Yanben's probably got a couple of thoughts running through his head right now.
I will be sleepy time. I shall limp to bed. I got.
Okay.
Did you know that goose have teeth? They don't look like they got teeth, but they have teeth.
Yeah, on their tongues. It's weird, isn't it?
This one had fangs.
Oh.
I want to be clear, this also wasn't a goose. This was a
This was
cobra chicken.
Cobra chicken, yes.
That's why you were poisoned.
Yes.
Ah.
Well, it's
We're
savory.
not in reality. This isn't a Canadian goose.
This is
some
somehow
kind of
far worse.
Somehow far worse. It just happens to look like it. By pure convergent evolution.
It would take 30
We're-
seconds to find a Cobra Chicken stat block. I guarantee it.
I know.
Someone has made
I know
it.
someone has done it.
Someone on Reddit has done it.
So apparently, according to the internet, Canadian Cobra chicken is a slang term for the tactical Canadian goose.
Yes.
The tactical goose, yes.
yes.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm aware. That's where I got
all
it
came from a meme about, yeah, because they hiss a lot. So it's
They
a
do
Cobra
hiss,
Chicken.
yeah. It's a cobra chicken.
They are
I
not
mean, they are supreme generalists.
They are
I'm rolling your encounter. Actually, you know what?
Okay.
I'm deciding your encounter.
I'm
Fair
gonna
enough.
go to sleep and have some nightmares. Good night, everybody.
As you fall asleep, I'm gonna give Mordai some spotlight because he's earned it.
Fair enough.
So, Jay, Mordai falls asleep. What's Mordai thinking about?
The better ways to run away from a fight. Like, what? Go replaying it. What could I do better then? How could I have not been in that situation?
You think back on having listened to what everyone was saying about the one chance being at the temple, how cautious you and the rest of the party was, and how Yenben was willing to commit to walking through that temple door, and you were scared. You dream of how fear has held you back. Are there any other times that Mordai's fear has held him back?
Probably.
Any other experiences he can think of?
Going through, quickly replaying all of our episodes in very fast forward.
There's been a lot of times to be afraid.
Yes.
Mordai's usually the one that is most likely to step through, most likely to commit, even when it's unwise. Mordai realizes that he's begun to learn fear, to learn hesitation.
Thanks, yeah.
And now Mordai is beginning to wonder. What do you think Mordai believes? Does Mordai believe that this is a good change? There's no wrong answer here, I want to be clear.
Yep. I think yes. The amount of
this is an improvement.
And the amount of death and violence that has happened over the last 30 days of Mordai's life allows them definitely more cautious. It's like, hold on, it's a dangerous world out there. Very dangerous world. And I am rather squishy. And I've seen stronger people than me pass away. So must be extra cautious because I don't want to die. There's much more stuff I wish to try.
So as you're exploring, these are sort of the thoughts that are floating around Mordai's head as he goes to sleep. And he lives through some experiences. And he remembers the first time he tried broccoli. When he was introduced to some unpleasant vegetable as a child. And how he hesitated about it and didn't like it and made a fuss. And then in the dream, there is... I just realized something. Hold on.
Dreams are weird. That's
tactical
fine.
Canadian goose charging through the background of your dream.
Yeah.
Comes from the broccoli.
Okay, so I'm gonna give it to her only because she rolled a natural 20.
Sure.
This is gonna be the last time that they're able to find you. We'll say that Lila was not able to attune to her charm yet. But in the dream, the area of your immediate vicinity begins to fill with a yellow, smoky fog that smells of sulfur and brimstone. And you hear a voice.
Something's gone bad.
Smells like rotten eggs.
Throw them out.
An overwhelming
Throw the whole
smell
egg
of
out.
rotten eggs and other refuse. And you hear a voice that is not familiar to you, that you have not heard very much.
Correct.
Hello, little sous chef.
Hello.
You hear the sole of one foot, and then a hard clomp of wood. A step and a clomp. A step and a clomp as a big-legged old woman approaches you. Now, you did see her briefly, and you remember the image of her cackling with a clump of Lila's bloody hair before Yenben and you tried to fire at her, and she blinked out of existence.
Oh, I remember you. I'm gonna look around. It's like, all right, I'm gonna.
Looking at her, you can see that all of this yellow, sulfurous, brimstony smelling substance is coming from her breathing in the atmosphere around you.
All
Her
right.
very presence is a pollution.
That's unfortunate. Every step she gets closer to me, I'm gonna try to take one back.
She stops walking then. Little sous chef, I have a deal to make for you.
Uh-huh. And
I'm willing to leave you and your friends alone for the foreseeable future and give you an item of great power. All I ask in return is that you, when given the chance, when given the choice between left and right, you allow me one time to say, choose the left option.
how would that information get telegraphed?
I will
You'd be
know.
there.
I will know. You can trust that. As part of the deal, I'll get a little notification on my cauldron.
Sure, that's how magic works. Why not? And what I assume with the whole vagueness, you won't. It's just like a. You say an item of great power is just like, one of those weird things that's just like a sentence.
Mechanically speaking, it will give you +1 to saving throws, +1 to spell attack bonus, and +1 to your spell save DC.
That is a very shiny, glowy, magical item.
It is.
And then once the time happens when you choose
You may keep the item.
left. Okay, yeah, that's what I was getting at.
Of course,
Thank you.
yes. The item is yours to keep.
Oh no, he's not here. I was gonna ask John, but he's not in my dream world.
He's
Curses.
not in your dreams.
Well, I'd have to say Why are you coming to me with this?
Because you're smart. You know a good deal when it's in front of you.
I have gotten to where I am by making deals.
Hard to argue.
Yeah. Who's more likely to take up that deal? The doesn't trust anybody ranger or the warlock got his powers from chef?
I'm sure this is going to bite me in the ass.
It's just one time. That's it. It's so innocuous. It's so simple. It's so tiny.
Yes. And
You'll do it? Put her there.
all right. Let's put a close to this book.
Excellent. I will bring you your item tomorrow night. And Lila is awoken by Mordai screaming and writhing in pain as he is clutching at his eye, with blood streaming from his face. Go ahead, Jay. Give us a scream. There's people in your house.
Yes.
That's fair. Just a little one, like ah. The problem with not being on a sound stage, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
What did Yenben see? Because he was awake.
Yenben, you catch a glimpse of Peggy standing above Jay, holding his eye by the nerve before she disappears.
An arrow just flits through where she was. And like the tree behind her, after she, like the blink, just
Left or right eye?
Your choice.
Right eye.
Okay.
Can you see the future now? Are you Votan?
Sacrifice yourself to yourself.
yeah, and then I'll go run and check on Mordai.
He requires medical attention, for sure. He has taken 3 damage.
Okay. Can I do?
But he was
some
already
healing
down to
work?
half health. So
Okay. Well,
I did
will...
heal a little bit from healing hands and good berry and
Okay.
my stuff. So I'm at 17 for those keeping track.
Okay. Well, I will run over there because I've obviously been awakened by this, and I will also cast Healing Word.
you got really lucky there, Mordai, because I rolled 2d8 and you got a 3. So
Okay.
So this is going to be 1d4 for 3 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is 6, so that's 9 total. You get back.
there you go.
So hopefully a little less squishy now. Sorry, buddy.
So now you got a 1 eye.
Mordai, what did you do?
Made a decision.
And what was that
What was
decision?
that?
Hopefully to keep the night hags away.
We would have told, like, we...
Yeah, you guys have told Mordai about
Okay.
your previous dreams about all
Well,
this
no,
stuff.
and
You guys
and,
have...
and about the scale.
Yeah.
In that exposition and everything.
Mhm.
So, okay. Right, Jay? You agree that Mordai
Yep,
went and did that
but,
deal knowing
you
that?
know.
Okay. Just making sure we're all on the same page.
Yes.
Um,
But it didn't work now, did it? Ow.
W-
Well, what happens when it does start working and you can't fulfill your end of the deal?
We kill the bitch.
I mean,
Strong
sure.
words.
And that is where we will end tonight's session.
All right.
That's a hell of a line to end on. I'm not going to skip that. That's excellent. What happens when we have to renege on our deal? We kill the bitch. Cut!
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Yeah, that's a good one. I'll take that.
Fear becomes anger. Anger becomes
Yeah.
strength.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Check out our Ko-Fi page, link in the description. There are a couple of bonuses down there, and we'll see you next time. But yeah, now we've got our B-roll.
Woohoo!
Farewell.
Bye everybody.
Bye.
I would very much love if we can commission someone to have, because Mordai's a tiefling,
A
right?
tiefling, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tiefling holding his bloody eye socket with just like the comic book, we kill the bitch. And that's like
That'd be a t-shirt. That'd be great.
That's-
I would love
yeah,
that. Yeah.
I want that as a fucking poster. That would be